Israel strikes Gaza building with international media offices. Israel destroyed Jala Tower in the Gaza Strip, which contains the Al Jazeera's office and other international press offices, Al Jazeera said in a tweet. An Israeli airstrike Saturday flattened a 13-floor building housing Qatar-based Al Jazeera's television and the US news agency, the Associated Press, in the Gaza Strip. Israel destroyed Jala Tower in the Gaza Strip, which contains the Al Jazeera and other international press offices. Al Jazeera said in a tweet with an AP journalist saying the army had warned the tower's owner ahead of the strike. AFP journalist whose Gaza offices are in different places watching the building collapse to the ground after the Israeli airstrike, sending up a huge mushroom cloud of dust and debris. Israel defense officials said the building housed not only news bureaus but offices of Hamas militants. But Al Jazeera Jerusalem bureau chief was incensed and vowed the network will not be silenced. It is clear that those who are waging this war do not want to spread destruction and death in Gaza, but also to silence media that are witnessing, documenting and reporting the truth, he said. AP President and CEO Gary Put said he was shocked and horrified by the attack, adding about a dozen AP journalist freelancers had been in the office but were able to flee. This is an incredible, disturbing development. We narrowly avoided a terrible loss of life, Put said. The White House, which has kept a relatively low profile on the Israel-Palestinian flare-up, said it had cautioned Israel about the importance of protecting independent media. We have communicated directly to the Israelis that ensuring the safety and security of journalists and independent media is a paramount responsibility, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki tweeted. Javed Mehri, the owner of Jala Tower, said an Israeli intelligence officer warned him he had just 1 hour to ensure that the building was evacuated. In a phone call with the officer, he begged for an extra 10 minutes to allow journalists to retrieve the equipment before leaving. Give us 10 extra minutes, he urged live on television, but the officer on the other end of the line refused. AP journalist Fair Akram wrote on Twitter shortly before the strike that he and his colleagues ran down the stairs from the 11th floor to get away safely. Motsea Souk, acting director of the Al Jazeera media network, denounced the strike and called for international condemnation. The aim of this heinous crime is to silence the media and to hide the untold carnage and suffering of the people of Gaza, he said in a statement. Everything became rubble. After the air raid, Al Jazeera's correspondent in Gaza, Swat Al-Khal, pledged in a phone call that the Qatari broadcaster to continue coverage despite the destruction. Suddenly everything became rubble, he said. We will be on air with new equipment. His colleague Harry Fatt described the strike as extraordinary. This is very personal moment for all of us. The idea that the place is not there anymore is extraordinary to contemplate, he told the broadcaster. Israel said its fighter jet attacks a high-rise building which hosted military assets belonging to the military intelligence of the Hamas terror organization. The building also hosted offices of civilian media outlets, which the Hamas terror group hides behind and uses as human shield. Israel air and artillery strikes on Gaza since Monday have killed 139 people, including 39 children, and wounded 1,000 more, health officials in the besieged coastal enclave say. Palestinian armed groups have fired 2,300 rockets at Israel, killing 10 people, including a child and a soldier, and wounding 560 Israelis. More than half of the missiles fired from Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip have been intercepted by Israel's air defense system. Thank you.